with J&M. John, how are you, man? What's going
What's up, man? I've got a weird confession to make. Where's my camera? Okay. I am a closet 6ix9ine fan, I guess you can say. I mean, yeah, who cares if he's a rat, he snitched, he has no bars whatsoever, but
So
I don't
what-
know. I like his music. I don't know.
I don't
the
think I've
beat-
ever. I've seen him. I've seen that guy more than I've ever heard him. I don't think I've ever heard a song from him, but I see him on Facebook and on YouTube every 20 seconds. Either he's in jail or in court or something.
Or in a Skittles commercial.
Is he in a Skittles commercial?
No.
I don't know. He's a
the
weird.
hair. Come on.
He's an idiot. I don't know. I've never heard anything of him. I don't know much about him. All I know is that he's always on fucking some type of social media for some stupid shit he probably did. But
Just got free promo. Go ahead.
I digress. Love the word.
Yeah.
Hashtag digress, I guess. That rhyme bars. So we are on the backswing of The Last Dance, right?
Well, it's done. So yeah, I would think so.
What is what'd you think?
Oh, it was let's call it for what it really was. It was a documentary about Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
I
And
was
that's
about to
pretty
say-
much all.
I was
it
about to say
was.
we had to say it properly, like Skip Bayless always fucking says, Jeffrey Jordan. I agree, man. I think that's one of the things I had an issue with. They should have just called it Michael Jordan, because that's what it was all about. Like, and I get it. He's the greatest player to ever play, right? I get it. But if you're gonna make a documentary about a team, you don't just talk about one player 90% of the time.
Yeah, I thought about this, and if we're talking about screen time, let's compare it to Family Guy. So Michael Jordan would be Peter Griffin.
Sure.
Quagmire is Dennis Rodman for obvious reasons. Yes.
Giggity.
Joe Swanson, that's Phil Jackson, and then you've got Scottie Pippen's
Cleveland.
airtime equivalent is Consuela, which
No.
means that did we see a lot of Scottie Pippen? No, no, not much at all. So yeah,
Oh shit. I don't know, man. I just didn't like that every episode had to end with like jump back to Michael Jordan. Right? Like Scotty's episode, which was the second one. Like they started talking about Scotty in the beginning of the episode for like the first 15 minutes. Then the back end 45 minutes were about Jordan again.
Jordan again.
I'm confused. Why don't you just talk about, like, the first episode was all about Jordan, right? When he came in as a rookie, all this crap about him. Cool.
Well, it was good stuff. Yeah, don't
I
get me
agree.
wrong, it was just
I agree.
Too much.
It was just too much. And it's just like, you got to give the other team, the other players, some type of fucking, time, right?
Yeah.
Because they're part of the team. And you're cutting their episode short, basically.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know who to blame. Was Michael Jordan part of the
Decision
production
making?
team?
That's a good question.
Like, obviously he did interviews. Everybody did, but who chopped it up? Who put the time together? Who put the interviews together?
That's true. But Scotty had a bad rap in that. I know you're not a big Scottie Pippen fan,
Yeah,
but
he did. He was the biggest loser of this episode.
of the whole series, you mean? I think he was.
The whole series.
He was.
Him and Jerry Krause. Jerry Krause he passed away, obviously, but yeah, he was, and it's mostly the person who produced it. It's mostly their fault because every little snippet about him was not good, and then he kind of shot himself in the foot, saying that he would do that whole sitting on the
wouldn't
bench
he
thing.
wouldn't change
He
a
wouldn't
thing.
change it. Why would you say that?
Yeah.
That was kind of stupid, right?
But okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate on this one, okay? Because I kind of understand. Like when you're on a basketball team, right, and you have players that are better than you, right, and you go a long time playing like that, and someone's better than you, and then when you become the main part of the team, right? You're the biggest offensive threat
Yeah.
on the team. You want the ball, and you feel like you deserve the ball because you were second fiddle for so long, right? So when that timeout was called and Phil said, "Hey, Scotty, you're going to inbound the ball, buddy," I understand why he would be upset.
He brought him back to being Robin, I guess.
Yeah.
In a way.
And instead of it would be one thing if Jordan was still playing, but to say Tony Kukoc is going to get the last shot, I get it. I understand, right? Because I'm pretty sure Phil wasn't going to call a timeout after Jordan stole the ball from Carl. I'm pretty sure Phil wasn't going to call a timeout and say, "Hey, Mike, I have this great idea that's totally going to take everyone by surprise, and maybe you should inbound the ball."
That
And
would
let-
have taken
and then-
everybody by surprise.
And then let's let Luke Longley take the last shot.
Oh, nah, you're going way too far.
You get what I'm saying?
Like
But okay,
Australia.
I'm exaggerating. But you get what I'm saying? It's like it's not gonna happen with Jordan. So I guess I understand why Pippen would be upset because he felt that he was the Jordan of that team at the time.
And he was. I think he was leading every category on the Bulls: rebounds, assists, points per game.
And he got robbed of an MVP that year.
Yeah, he came in third, I think.
Yeah. How the hell did he come in third?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure if Phil had done that to Jordan, he would have been pissed. Pissed as all hell, because you know how he is, but he wouldn't have sat out. He would have understood that.
You're right.
That's
He probably
gonna make
wouldn't
you
have
look
sat out.
bad.
He would have walked out, got in his Ferrari, and jetted off. Probably.
I don't know.
Come on. You're going to tell me Jordan would have not have thrown a temper tantrum
Yeah,
if they would have
he
told
would've.
him
I'm
to
saying
sit,
he would've.
basically not be in the play. Basically not be in the play.
Well, after you inbound the ball, you can still run in.
It was like 0.4 seconds.
That's enough to run in.
Oh my God.
Take a
stop
step
it.
and you're on the court.
You know what made it worse? What made it worse is that Tony made the shot. If Tony would have missed the shot, I don't think it would have been that bad. It still would have been bad. Not as bad
Yeah.
though. The fact that he made it
Yeah.
just proved that Phil knew what the fuck he was
Phil
talking
was
about.
right. And the juxtaposition after the game, if I'm using that word right, hopefully I am, of them being happy about him making a shot, but the teammates being like, "Oh, what the fuck?
No, I would have been.
Come on, what's wrong with you?"
I would have been the same.
Because you looked at it, you saw him, right? Phil didn't look happy after
No,
that
hell
shot.
no. He was
pissed
just
off.
he was just sitting there, you know. But yeah, I mean that's gonna follow Scotty, you know, for the rest of his life.
It has. They told him.
Um,
They told him at the time it happened. That's gonna follow you, and it sure did. He's pissed off about this whole thing too.
Who?
Scotty.
About the whole last dance
The
thing?
whole fucking thing, and I think he's blaming Jordan and
I
one of the
wonder
producers.
I wonder if they cut it that way. Right? Like if it was edited, you know, cuz they change a lot of things in editing. Like they record one thing and then you can change things and put things in different orders to make it sound like something else. You know, like I don't know if you saw like they waited to the very last episode to kind of throw out information about Jerry Reinsdorf. Right? Cuz they didn't say that through 10 episodes. They never said that freaking they had conversations with Jerry Reinsdorf that no one's ever heard. Right? They waited to the very last episode. Like the editing of it could play a big part. So who knows how they may have orchestrated it that way.
As the owner, the
Everything has to
the
go in
buck
context.
Stops with you.
Context is king.
I mean, as much as they try to make Jerry Krause the villain, it's Reinsdorf. And he skated this whole time. He was like, I had nothing to do with it. Well, you're the owner. You have a little something to do with it, right?
Yeah, but okay. So I'll tell you what. I do blame Reinsdorf at a time. A little bit. You know, just as much as Krause. Because Jerry Reinsdorf, this is weird. They're both named Jerry. Reinsdorf could have easily just, the first day of the season, said, you know what? Fuck what Krause says. I'm going to bring you guys back. Could have said it from day one. Because from day one, Krause said that Phil wasn't coming back, regardless of what happened in the season.
And Reinsdorf stayed
after
shut,
they won.
right?
Right. He stayed shut until after the day they won, when he talked with Phil.
Yeah.
And then Phil said, fuck it, I'm done. But what did you expect from Phil? You go through a whole season, right, with all this controversy and all this, oh, they're going to break up. They're going to break up. And you got Krause saying, no, I'm not bringing them back, blah, blah, blah. I don't care who comes and doesn't come back. What did you expect? What did you expect
And then at
Phil to do?
The
at
tail
the very
end, after they win, Reinsdorf tells him, oh, you can come back for one more year.
Yeah, I mean, what did you expect?
After you've been told,
what did you expect? What did you think Phil was going to do? Phil's not one of those dudes.
Exactly what he did.
He left.
Yeah.
Left, took 2 years off, and then won 5 championships with Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Magical.
And
well,
how that turn out for the Bulls? With,
horribly.
Floyd as your coach.
Horribly. They weren't contenders until they drafted Derrick Rose, basically.
Yeah, it was Eddie Curry.
Tyson Chandler.
Eddie Curry.
Tyson
Did you see
Chandler.
that one?
They had a decent team, though.
That post game, some reporter asked Scott Skiles, who was the coach at the time, he goes, what can you do to make Eddie Curry a better rebounder? And Skiles says he needs to jump. Which is true. The man just tippy-toed his way through the game.
He's got a better career going now than he did when he was playing.
Now
he's like a general manager for a team. I don't remember what team he is.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Eddie Curry. I was
no,
like,
Eddie Curry. Eddie Curry he's a general manager right now for a team.
Is he?
Yes. He has a better career now than he ever did playing basketball.
I didn't see that coming.
So let me think. What else did I see that I liked in those? I like the way. Okay, I'm a competitor, and normally when you have a rival, if you want to call it, you normally become pretty good friends with them at some point.
Yeah.
But Michael Jordan, you would think wouldn't have friends like that. Like, I never thought him and Reggie were like cool like that, because they look like they literally hated each other, right? And did you find it funny every time they would hand Jordan an iPad or whatever, and he was watching, they just start laughing at them? Like when Gary Payton was talking and saying, "Oh, if they would have put me on him," he's just laughing his ass off. I'm like, you're kind of a cocky prick.
Yeah, he is.
Like,
he was.
Or the same thing with Reggie, because Reggie was saying that they were good enough to beat him that year.
They did have a good team. Like
they did, not good enough. I'll tell you what.
Almost.
Hey, is it me or does fucking Reggie Miller have the biggest feet ever? Or is it because he's like a stick? But every time I saw his shoes, good Lord, he looks like he wears like a size 18. 18?
No.
Holy shit.
It would be a big foot.
Man, next time you watch something with Reggie Miller, look at his fucking feet. Good Lord. But I'll tell you what. Reggie makes the most clutch shots ever. If you need a game-winning shot, if Mike's not available, Reggie Miller's your man. I'll tell you what, and if you need a 3, I might take Reggie over Mike if you need 3 points. Because Reggie was making shots.
3, yeah.
Man, he was making shots, like unbelievable shots, man. He was good.
He was good. He was. You can't take that away from the man.
Goodness. I think this whole thing, what it brought back to me was to realize how good some of these players were back then.
Yeah, and they
Reggie,
couldn't win
Carl.
because of
How many great Hall
man.
of Famers? How many Hall of Famers are in the Hall of Fame right now that don't have a ring because of Jordan?
Ewing, Malone, Stockton, Miller, Charles Barkley.
And you would say Hakeem wouldn't have one either because Hakeem won his 2 rings when Jordan was gone.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I think I said this a long time ago. The Rockets are kind of cocky. They're saying they still would have won. No.
Hell no.
No, because you didn't win after. So stop.
You're crazy. The Bulls, well, again, it depends what kind of team they would have had because they were in transition kind of at the time.
Yeah.
Because they ended up losing, the older team was kind of going away. Then they ended up with Kerr, Bushler, and Longley and those characters. So who knows if those trades and transactions would have perspired at the time. So who knows? But I still think they would have killed Houston both years.
I think so.
Easy. And they would have won 7, man. Easy. I think they would have won. And that was a shortened season too. That was a lockout year.
50
99?
games, yeah.
They would have
The
killed that
Spurs
year.
one, yeah.
They would have killed. They would have. I think they would have beat the Spurs too. I think that would have been the last one they won. But then again, that depends because the Lakers ended up with Phil in 2000,
Yeah.
and like Ron Harper went over there, and a couple other players. So who knows how that would have worked out? But like the Bulls weren't beating the Lakers.
Yeah, that would have been tough for an aging Bulls team.
Yes.
I don't think
Yes.
it would have been the start of a new dynasty with the Lakers.
If they would have ended up the same way, right? So like if okay, let's just say both teams had Phil Jackson. Let's be fair, right? And for some reason they both have
Be
Ron
weird.
Harper.
Yeah.
You're not stopping Shaq at that time.
That's the thing.
That was, and that's the craziest part because Shaq, as good as Shaq was when he was with Orlando, I think the Lakers Shaq was better. He had more moves when he was with the Lakers. Like
he wasn't just relying on his
athleticism.
physical,
Like he had hooks. He had he had everything going for him when he was with the Lakers. So I would say, just because of that alone, the Bulls can't stop that.
No.
And it's not like they were racking up threes. Like Golden State, you can say, okay, cool, maybe they would keep up because for every two that Shaq was making, Steph was hitting a three.
Yeah.
Cool, but it's like 2 for 2s because the Bulls aren't really 3-point shooters like that. So it's, I don't know. You're not stopping Shaq. Kobe was a killer at the time, but I guess if you want to say you could contain him at that time.
Oh, you put Scotty on him probably.
I don't know.
But
A couple years after, hey, when he was with the Portland, Kobe Bryant was busting that man's ass when he was with Portland. So that's around the same age. So
yeah, no, that would have been it. Maybe 99. They were won their 9th championship in a row, which would have been insane.
that would have been something to see.
Like
right?
who would have fucked with that? Nobody.
9 rings in a row.
Nobody.
That's crazy. Yeah. What else did you get from there? Anything else you got from that?
It was just fun to see I mean, obviously you saw the games as a kid. At
And
least
now
I
you get
was
to
a
see them
kid.
in beautiful high definition.
That and just the camaraderie after the game. You saw Reggie say what's up to Jordan after the game. You saw
Fuck Reggie Miller. I hate Reggie Miller with a passion, man.
why?
Because he's such a prick.
All right, he's
If Jordan's a
They're
prick.
all like that.
No,
Don't you
they're
understand?
not.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so wait, since we're going to talk about they're all like that, cool. So if Jordan was a dick, right? Like they should add a D at the end of GOAT because it should include dick.
They did.
Why do we look at Kobe Bryant so bad? Answer me that,
Well,
sir.
because this is the first time, maybe you've heard whispers about him punching Kerr or whatever, but you never really got to see him chastising teammates like that. You never really saw it for yourself.
So do you think better of Kobe Bryant now?
Let's just say I don't think any worse of him. I mean,
Dude, I've realized that great players do that. Right? You have to be that way. I think I agree with what Jordan said. So Jordan said, I think towards the end, he was like, if you're gonna play on my team, I'm gonna push you until you're close to my level, and if you're not, then you're gonna have a hard time here.
don't play that way.
It's the truth, and
Tear.
that's how it works. Oh yeah, he started crying. I forgot.
Yeah.
They should have let him go with that.
It
Like,
was pretty emotional. Well, he stopped it himself.
yeah,
He
I was like,
doesn't
you're a
wanna-
dick. You should have just cried,
Yeah.
bro. It showed that you're human.
And it showed what a competitor you were.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna cry about that shit 20-something years later, it's pretty crazy.
But I think we take people like him sometimes too seriously, right? Because they're humans, man. They just they're a persona. They're playing a character. They're playing a role. In reality, because like Kobe Bryant went through the same process. So Kobe Bryant, like after his last year, right when he was doing his tour, because I hate when people say that. Let's do the last tour. Thing. Oh, shut up. His last season, you saw a side of Kobe Bryant that you never saw, right? Because he
Yeah.
was very private. All you heard was how big of a dick he was in practice, or how he trains like no one else, and all this. You never saw the human side of him, right? And it was awesome to see that. And it, like with Jordan, it was kind of the same thing. Like it was awesome to see that he, at the end of the day, he is human. You know,
Yeah.
it shows that they're mortals like everybody else. You know, and it's nice to see that, because you always think that they're just this hard edged player or person, and in reality, they're not like that.
Well, Kobe at the end for that final tour, whatever bullshit season he had, he knew they weren't gonna win anything, so it was just playing basketball. It wasn't to go somewhere. It was just having fun, right?
And what a way to go out, right? 60-something points. What he scored his last game?
Yeah, it's easy when they let you.
Whatever, man. He was hitting some hard ass shots. Watch that game
Just like
back.
fucking Toronto. With
Watch that game back.
82 points.
Go ask Jalen Rose about that. Ask Jalen Rose if they were letting him
I'm
shoot.
pretty sure privately he'd say, yeah,
Listen,
let him get a couple.
Kobe
couple
Bryant.
freebies.
Kobe Bryant made some incredible shots in that game, in that last one. Incredible shots, man, and to win it, because they were losing like 90% of that game. That was a hell of a way to go out.
Go back and watch.
That was a hell of a way to go out. We'll watch it after this. Back to Jordan. 6 rings, no losses in the finals.
Could have been 8.
I think
Maybe
that's
9.
what makes the difference between Jordan and LeBron. LeBron's gonna go down as the greatest statistical basketball player there is. Let's be realistic, right?
He's got the time to do it. Yeah.
He's got numbers, right? He's got better numbers than Jordan overall. The only thing he doesn't have is points, in reality, and accolades. So like Jordan had defensive players and blah 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 and all this.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest difference is going to be the fact that LeBron has gone to the playoffs, to the finals, 7 times and lost, or 6 times and lost, or something like that. That's his biggest like Achilles heel, I guess, if you want to call it.
Yeah, and I just hope the younger generation and generations after ours. I hit that thing. Fuck. Anyways, I hope they realize that when they're comparing the two, that Michael Jordan did retire 2 times and still is top 5 in scoring, something like that, 5, 6.
Well, I think he has the highest average
Point
overall
per game?
ever in the NBA. It's like 30 or 31 or something like that.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, oh, LeBron has him in this and that. And, well, LeBron never missed 3 years.
Sure.
Especially 1.5 of his prime years.
Plus, LeBron went straight from high school versus Jordan played, 3 years in college?
Oh, yeah, that's another thing.
So he came in older. I don't know. I just there's certain things that make Jordan better to me overall than LeBron. One is obviously the 6-0.
Yeah.
Right? And then you're going to say, well, he lost in the playoffs. Sure, but he never lost in the finals. Because Jordan lost in the playoffs, right? He got eliminated a couple times, right? Because he didn't win. He didn't make it to the finals until Scottie went over there.
Yeah.
Right? And even then, I think they lost to Detroit or whatever.
Detroit.
But LeBron has gone to the finals how many times?
It's not a good record.
And he's lost.
Yeah. With super teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I hate that. I had seen this post. I don't remember what it was exactly. They were like saying, oh, Jordan could have never done it without Scottie, which is true. 100% true. That's accurate.
He would have won a couple.
No.
Maybe not 6. He would have won a couple.
If you take away Scottie Pippen, who do you give the ball to? Don't add no player. Who do you give it to?
But you got to add
You
somebody.
don't have to add a player. You're eliminating somebody.
You're adding somebody else. Somebody has to.
Why would you
be
have
in
to
a
add
spot.
someone? Why?
So who's going to play the small forward position?
Again, I give you an example. If you take away Jordan and put Shaq, Scottie's winning titles.
Yeah, probably.
So it's the same. Yeah. It's the same concept. It's the same concept. I'm saying if you eliminate a player, period. So if you eliminate Jordan from the Bulls, they're not winning.
No.
If you eliminate Scottie Pippen from the Bulls, you're not winning.
You're not winning 6. You're winning 2?
Maybe. I wouldn't even say that.
Yeah.
But I totally forgot where I was going with that. Oh, this is where I was going. So Jordan had Pippen. And we say LeBron is the GOAT. Or some people like to say LeBron is the GOAT. LeBron had Kyrie, who to me was more important than LeBron was
Yeah.
in the fucking finals. Especially against Golden State when they came back.
This is true.
Just saying. I mean, I know there's a lot of LeBron fans out there. But, yeah.
And before that, who do you have? Dwayne Wade,
Oh,
Chris
yeah.
Bosh. And you forget how good, especially Chris Bosh was. And they couldn't even beat Dallas the first year. I mean...
Dirk was the one that was killing
That's
them.
a massive upset. Like, you couldn't pull that through? Come on.
Yeah, and I think Dallas had... They had that Puerto Rican guy. Barrera. I think Barrera was busting that ass too.
J.J. Barea.
Yeah.
They had...
Tyson Chandler was on that team.
Jason Kidd?
Jason Kidd was on that. Terry too.
Marion. I don't think Tyson Chandler
was it on there?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you got there maybe later. I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, they had a good team, but still,
it's like they
LeBron,
should have
come
won.
on.
Like they should have won, right?
They were heavy favorites,
Come on.
for sure.
But whatever. It is what it is.
100%.
They sucked. I'm so happy they lost the first year because the whole thing with the.
I thought Chris Bosh was gonna die. The way he acted after the
Oh, when he was crying.
oh my god.
I really wanted them to lose just because of the whole. He had to have a special to announce his. Oh, I'm gonna go take my talents to South Beach y cuanta madre y anda pa'l carajo, and all this type of shit. And he was like, "No, we're gonna win not one, not two, not three, and you only won 2."
Yeah.
Like,
So
shut the fuck
according
up.
to him, they really underachieved, really bad.
Yeah. And then that's when the greatness of the Golden State Warriors started to blossom.
Papa.
Those guys were nasty.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Still are, hopefully.
Nah, I don't
Room
know.
for a
They
comeback.
need players, man. They need players. I feel bad for them. The best thing that could have happened to them was coronavirus. sit there and actually watch them suffer through the rest of the fucking season. They have the lowest record right now. It's crazy. They have the worst record in the NBA right now.
What else
nobody's
would you
playing.
expect when you take your 3 best players?
Nobody's
and
playing
take 'em out?
besides Draymond Green, and he's no team carrier.
No.
You know,
That's what Charles Barkley says. He's garbage.
he's not garbage. No,
he's not garbage, but he's a nice side piece.
He's a way okay. If Dennis Rodman is an 80, he's a 90 because he's just like Rodman, just more offensively minded and capable.
I mean, if you're a pimp, Draymond Green is not your main bitch. He's your like fourth, fifth.
He's the one you have on discount.
30% off.
You don't want this? You can't afford? I got this one. This one right here. Hey. So the special was interesting, man. But I don't know if you saw the commercial for all the upcoming 30 for 30s that are coming out.
Oh yeah, the Lance one, Sosa, McGuire.
Yeah, they had some good ones, man. I'm excited. Like even the Bruce Lee one, which I think is kind of weird that they have a Bruce Lee.
He wasn't
a sports guy.
No.
But whatever. I guess they're doing 30. They're doing 30 for 30. It's called.
It should be interesting though.
It's called Become Water or something like that. Some crazy shit. The McGuire and Sosa one to me was interesting because they've never really talked about that. Like they kind of the whole late 90s to early 2000s in baseball has kind of been like blacked out.
Swept under the rug.
Swept under the rug.
Even though it
and
helped
with the
you out
steroids and
massively.
everything, just swept under there. What do you think? You think it'll be a good special?
Well, I think you're not going to be able to tell them apart once they start the interview. They're going to be 2 big white guys.
He didn't look that bad when they showed him.
He looks white.
He didn't look. No, he doesn't look white. He looks a lot less tan, I guess.
Which would make him white.
No, but
Pale.
no. But he's not pale. Stop it. He's not pale. He still has some color. He looks like he's been hiding inside the house for like 20 years without any ray of sun at all.
It's weird, that whole thing. Imagine working for a big corporation and they're on the brink of financial ruin, right? And you go in with some ideas that are kind of shady, but you end up helping them out, and they start thriving, that company. And then 3-4 years down the road, they say, listen, we appreciate what you did, but you're no longer part of this company because of what you did.
That's kind of fucked up.
It's kind of what they did.
And it's not like it's anything amazing. Okay, it's bad, right? They so-called cheated, right? Quote unquote.
Allegedly. Well, McGuire did.
They all
Sosa
kind of
never
admitted.
got
They
popped,
kind of admitted
kinda.
it for it. Whatever, it's fine. We all know they were juiced. Let's just be real. I mean, and it to me that's not even that bad, because like that's one thing. It's not like they did what Chris Benoit did in the WWE, right? Like he killed his wife and kid, and they erased them from WWE history. Like he's never going to be in the Hall of Fame. They don't talk about him. They had a documentary about his life, but it was separate. And that's for good reason, right? Because he killed his wife and kid.
Yeah.
Even though he was a great wrestler, and his career is well deserving of being, you know.
Oh yeah.
Right, his career. We just talk about his career, but you're never gonna put it because of what happened. Now the steroid thing, the list that came out. I think we talked about this before in one of the other episodes. The list that came out was like a countless amount of names that were taking roids. So to me, the playing field was fair.
Yeah, even
they were all taking steroids. So who cares?
Somebody like Rafael Palmeiro, he was the one that wagged his finger. I have never taken steroids. He got popped. He doesn't even look like he takes steroids. It was small.
It's dumb. I mean, again, we've talked about this, and I think steroids, yeah, it'll make you stronger and leaner, and you look bigger or whatever. But at the end of the day, you have to hit the ball. Yeah, right? So that's not something steroids helps you with. Right? Because if that was the case, all of them would have been in a home run chase. And it was only McGuire and Sosa at the time.
Some use it to get stronger, I guess. Some use it to help them get over injuries and stuff. But I don't know. I think if you got the talent to hit the ball, that's embedded in you already. You don't need steroids for that.
And that was exciting. That whole race thing.
I'm telling you, baseball was dying, and they totally turned it around. And then they said, well, fuck you guys. You guys took steroids. Well, that's what helped save y'all.
Yeah, because nobody was really watching baseball at the time.
I wasn't.
And then when we started talking about home runs and all that, then all of a sudden, this is exciting, right? But
yeah, I'm dying to see those interviews.
I am too.
McGuire was like, you know what? I really didn't hear much about Sosa. I mean, I knew of him, but I didn't know much about him until he hit 20 home runs in 1 month, and then I started to pay attention. I want to see how.
I want to know how their friendship turned out, because remember when they were playing against each other and they would hit home runs, they would like do that handshake where they looked like they were punching each other in the gut type shit.
Maybe they were pricking each other in their butts too.
Probably they were probably, hey, I got that good stuff over here, man. You should try it out.
Let's do it.
Ozzie Guillen was actually on. I saw him on TV a couple days ago.
That motherfucker, did you understand what he was saying? I still don't.
I'm
Hispanic.
I have to kind of, put my Hispanic hat on, kind of listen to it.
Really be attentive.
So he was They were talking about that. So they asked him about, Sosa and the whole bleaching himself thing, and he's like, I don't know why he always say he didn't do it, man. Like he should just say he did it. Like we know you did it, man.
It's hard to deny.
He was trying to say that Sosa went on TV and he lied about it. He said that it was because he wasn't getting any sun anymore, like he did when he was playing. He's like, dude, we know you did it. Like, just man up and just say you fucking did it. Nobody cares. Nobody's gonna freaking kill you for it. Just say you bleached yourself. It's all good.
When you don't get any sun, you go back to your base, whatever it is. And I'm pretty sure his base wasn't Elsa White from fucking Frozen.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what he looks like now.
He should just admit it, but still, whatever. I mean, people do what they do.
Corpse they pulled out of the river.
Yeah, people do what they want to do, I guess.
But
Sosa was, I remember Sosa was special. And the bad thing is he's never going to go in the Hall of Fame, or like the Cubs can't even honor him because, because of the whole
sucks.
scandal thing, and it sucked because he's deserving of it. You know, like he literally carried the Cubs.
And I guarantee you, every fucking Cubs fan would say they would want him back.
Of course. I mean, you can't think Chicago baseball, period, without talking Sosa. Because Sosa played for both teams.
Yeah, for me, I think Steve Bartman and then Sammy Sosa.
Yeah. Wow. You and this Bartman thing yet again. He's a Sox fan.
He's my hero.
He's your hero because he
Bart?
fucked up the Cubs season that year.
Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious! You're a hater, bro.
He didn't fuck up. Well, he had help by the other Cubs.
You're a fucking hater, bro.
And what?
Not to mention that the Sox
They
basically
won a championship. Had
won
one
a
of the
championship.
greatest
what happened?
seasons of all time in any sport.
And then what happened the
Only lost
season
one
after
game.
that?
Huh?
They lost plenty of games the season after that.
We don't talk about that.
That's what I thought. At least the Cubs, when they won theirs, right? At least when they won theirs, they freaking went back and the next season made it to the playoffs. You know?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, man! You can't.
I give
Yeah.
it
So
none
I'm
of
looking.
the
I'm looking.
props.
I'm looking forward to it.
That should be fun.
Those are going to be interesting things to watch.
That one, the ballless wonder. Oh,
Who?
the one ball wonder.
Who?
Lance Armstrong.
Oh, the bike rider. I didn't watch a lot of his stuff. Did you?
I mean, I thought he was a hero. At least that's what the television was telling me.
And so he got caught with steroids too, right?
Steroids, and he got caught bullying people. He just got caught up being an asshole to a bunch of people. So
Really?
yeah, he was a tyrant.
Oh shit!
You gotta watch it.
I'm gonna watch all of them.
He's a real human piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
That made
You want
a
to
lot
lose a
of
piece
money.
of shit? You want to lose a piece of shit? Donald Trump's a piece of shit. I think we've known that, right?
Do we?
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
He's just senile, man. He's old.
Hold on. Let me say something, because I'm not okay. When Donald Trump announced that he was gonna run for president, I was kind of cool with it, right?
Yeah.
Just because I felt like that's what the country needed, was a change of pace.
You want to know something good about Donald Trump?
Shoot.
His daughter. Man, I bet you that girl will make me busting up faster than a hungry squirrel.
And there we go. And this is why people don't listen to us.
It's
John.
true. She's hot.
Yes.
What
Keep
do you want me
those
to
ideas
do?
to
Say
yourself.
she's not
Come on, man.
hot.
Okay. Back to the Trump thing. So if you look at his numbers, right? Like before the COVID thing, his numbers were good. Employment was pretty high. The government was making money.
That took a turn for the worse.
Things were looking pretty good. So I mean, he's been doing more than most other presidents have done in their entire terms. The only thing with Trump is that he doesn't know how to shut the fuck.
I just told you he's old and senile. What do old people do?
You know what
They
he
say
sounds
what's
like?
on their mind.
Oh my god!
What do you want him to do? He's old.
He needs to realize that this is not Trump Enterprises, and he doesn't own the country. He is an employee of the country.
Okay.
He's an employee. He doesn't own it. It's not his. It's not the Republic of Trump or anything like that. So he needs to realize that. He needs to turn off his fucking Twitter. Turn off all that shit.
That's not gonna happen. They've been
And
trying
just-
to do that for 4
Dude,
years.
okay, so he's done. He's even done more than Obama did. Okay, Obama. If you look at what Obama didn't do much, right? But what Obama did do,
Well, he
was
was getting blocked, but
sure.
go ahead.
What Obama did well was Obama made you believe in him.
Yeah.
He was a great talker. He had that great voice, and everything he said, you fell hook, line, and sinker for it,
You got that.
even if it was good or not, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But he didn't do much in reality.
Well, like I said, he was getting blocked a lot by.
Why isn't Trump
But-
getting blocked? Because he's Republican?
I don't know.
And I don't really want to get into the
I'm
debate
not
of
a
Republicans
political
and
guy.
me neither. I think they're both equally as stupid. You should watch some of those things.
Then
Dude.
why are we talking about it? I don't know.
I'm talking about it because he was on the news yesterday, and he went on TV and said that he's going to make churches essential.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this guy's he's an idiot just as much as the guy who was standing outside Metro praises. Dude. Oh, he used the term. He compared it to two other things. He said, oh, if liquor stores are open, churches should be open. Okay.
That's true. Why are liquor stores open?
Let me break that down. It's real simple. Liquor is under an umbrella term that's called food. Okay? You cannot separate.
But it's not
wait.
food.
Let me finish. It would be like going to Target and they say, okay, so liquor's not part of it. So we're going to barricade the liquor aisle in Target. So you can't go down that one. No, it's part of Target. So it's all in there. It's all inclusive.
It's not food. Just because vodka is made out of spoiled potatoes doesn't mean it's like not as nutritious as a potato.
I got you. But it's in the same store. So it's like saying, okay, so do you need Pepsi? No, that's not essential. Water is essential. So are we going to say you can't buy Pepsi?
Is like Benny's open? Why are they open?
Sure, but again, it falls under the same category.
It's not essential.
It's in the same
they
category,
sell booze,
John.
They sell cigars, and
John, you're not understanding.
So what
you're
makes it essential? The little
category
nuts
that it falls
they
in.
sell in the little bags.
Listen, what makes it essential is the category that it falls in. Period. That's why it's essential, because it's still considered part of food, quote unquote. Again, it's like me telling you, well, you can't buy protein anymore.
Listen, that's
not essential. Why is that essential?
That's these bad boys.
You're biased. Come on. You're biased, bro. Stop it. Listen, again, essential food in general is essential. And liquor, but like it or not, falls into the same category. Okay. That's why it's essential.
I guess.
Do you agree with it? Probably not, and that's fine.
Hell no,
that's fine.
Stupidest thing I've ever heard.
But it falls in the same category. It falls in the same category. That's the thing. It falls in the exact same category as milk, as water, as Coca-Cola, as Pepsi, Arizona iced tea, Bacardi vodka, or Bacardi and vodka. It falls in the same category.
Look, I agree with you that it's probably not a good time to open churches just yet, but liquor stores should not be open either. Come on, let's be real.
Again, are you gonna go and say Jewel should just barricade their liquor aisles right now?
No, if it's a store that's all inclusive,
okay.
We're talking about liquor stores.
Is that not a liquor store? Do they not sell liquor at Jewel? Do they not?
But they sell a whole bunch of...
Okay, so then you can't... Again, you have to realize you have to be equal. And liquor stores are part of that same umbrella.
Well, I guess alcoholics don't eat much, so they...
Liquor
is their sustenance.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Jonathan. I'm not agreeing with you. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. Do I think it's essential? No.
Make up your mind.
But I have to look at it in the right way. Right? Because it is part of food and consumption, what we drink and what we eat. It's all part of that. Now, he said that, and then he also said if abortion clinics are open, the churches should be open.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is the president of the United States? How is the president of the United States so fucking dumb? Like, listen to the words you just said. Abortion clinic, right? Clinic. That's a medical facility.
Non-essential medical facility.
Sure, whatever you want to call it. You go in there for a purpose of something that you can't get done at your house, right? And then you want to say that a church is essential. So you go in for healing and come out worse than what you did when you went in.
Oh, that's not true.
Or the same. Because, I mean, again, I don't know. I prayed for hair and it hasn't come back. I'm still waiting. So
you got to believe.
I believed. That was one of the reasons why I stopped believing.
Oh, no. Because
I prayed to God a lot of times for God to return my hair, and it didn't really work out.
I wish you would have video recorded those prayers. That would have been funny.
I'm just saying. Just saying. It's ironic
I want to
that
hear the
the
playback.
only
to
prayers
that.
that come to fruition are the stuff that can
Please,
happen
Lord,
naturally.
I had curls. Come on,
I'm
don't take that away from me.
Oh my god, that's funny. Again, that it's not essential, dude. You can't compare the two. If you agree with abortion or not, that's one thing. But the fact that abortion is a medical facility that's used for a medical purpose, regardless if you agree with it or not, it would be like circumcisions, right? For some people, that's not appropriate, right?
Yeah.
They still do it now, right? Or do we just stop all of a sudden and babies that are born now we just said that's not essential. That's not essential. We still do it, right? Even though there's some religions that don't believe it, right? Who are they? The Jewish? Jewish are the ones that
they do it.
They do it. Everybody else is not supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if they're not.
Whatever. Sure.
They choose.
But you get my point. My point is,
yeah.
It's something that someone doesn't agree with. Some people do. It's a medical procedure. It's still in play. It's necessary for whatever reason, regardless if it's something small or big. Abortion is part of a medical procedure that's used for whatever reason. If you agree with it or not, you agree with it in the sense if it's a rape and the girl doesn't want to have it, cool, fine, that's your point. If other people believe that you can have it whenever you want to have it, cool. It's something that's needed that you cannot do yourself, right? And it's a facility, a medical facility. A church is not a medical facility.
You win.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear. Where's my cheer button?
It's a supernatural facility.
See, that just makes it look even worse. It's a supernatural facility.
Okay, off
Woo!
the
That just makes it sound worse. Oh
Does
my
it?
god. Yeah, it sounds like Doctor Strange type thing.
Oh, come on.
That's supernatural. Or yeah, that doesn't sound good. Okay. Spiritual would have sounded better.
Yeah, in retrospect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other thoughts? Oh, did you hear? I'm sorry. Did you hear about the water flooding? Did you get water in your basement? It's been raining. It was raining a lot.
Oh, a little bit.
A little bit?
It was a decent amount.
Holy shit, there was a lot of water this weekend. It's supposed to rain today too.
Yeah.
Dude, did you hear about the dams breaking in Michigan?
No.
So they have 2 dams in Michigan, and the one that was further north, I guess, broke because of the water, the rain or whatever, maybe, I'm guessing. And that had a trickle effect. So it made the one lower down burst too. And they're like in a state of emergency for that. And dude, that's crazy. Like, can you imagine? You're running from a wall of water.
Like a monsoon.
Like you're not, you might as well just leave everything and just go. Cause you're not like, what do you do?
There's only one word that comes to mind. Damn. Where's the rim shot?
I gotta get sound effects on this.
Okay.
Dude, that's trippy, bro. Like when I was watching the video, it almost, remember when we went to go see X-Men 2 and Jean is holding the water back or whatever, and then
like Moses.
You see how fake that sounds?
Shut up, man.
A mutant does it. Okay. All right. So remember at the end of the movie, like the dam is broken and you see the edge of the dam, it's all whatever, and then the whole place is full of water.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but in real, like that's got to be scary as idea. Like, imagine somebody calling you, "Hey, you got to get the fuck out because there's tons of water just heading this way."
T-minus 5 minutes to run for your life.
That's insane. But what that shows me is man's not ignorance. What is it when you're cocky? What's a big word for that? A smart word for that.
I don't know. It'll come to my mind. But I know what you're
ignorance,
talking.
like
arrogance.
Arrogance. That's the word. It shows man's arrogance because we build these things, right, to control nature, right, to harness nature for our benefit, right? Because what's a dam for? We do it to generate power, right? You don't fuck with nature, bro. Nature is the most ruthless thing ever, right? It will take back whatever it wants to take back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you just built a apartment complex on the beach. So let me get rid of that ASAP.
Let me just wipe the eraser on that whiteboard. No, I mean, I thought that was interesting. 'Cause that's kind of a scary thought to think of something. Because we had a bunch of water. I could imagine. Can you imagine that? I had a lot of water in my yard. That, holy shit.
It's a wall of water coming right at
That's
you.
insanity.
No.
Hopefully everything works out up there. But yeah, I think we should stop building dams. But okay, cool.
Leave it to Beaver.
Oh yeah, beavers build dams.
Double entendre.
Whatever.
And it was a TV show. You see what I did there?
You're
bars. Fucking bars.
Okay, I think we're gonna cut it there. That's all right. Any last words, John?
Ivanka, call me.
That's probably not gonna happen
No,
for you.
it's not.
Don't.
I'm married.
You're probably gonna get a black limousine pull up in front of your house, and you're gonna get a red light shining on your forehead.
Stop! No, you're gonna get me paranoid.
All right. Like, comment, and subscribe. Help us improve our channel. Leave us comments if you can. Any ideas, anything like that. Again, this is all in our opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't like it, thanks for listening anyways.